child doesn't provide for the parent.
Nope.
My 4-year-old and 2-year-old don't wake up every morning, go to a job, come home, cook dinner for me, or clean the house or do dishes, right? It's our responsibility as parents to care for our children.
Right.
And, you know, one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight is the Apostle Paul felt he had that burden for his spiritual children, the Church of Corinth.
That's right. Hi, I'm Shauna, and this is Pete with Gollihy Family Discipleship. We're ordained ministers with the Church of God, and what we do is ask you to come into our home every day through social media and just study the Bible with us. We have our boys sitting on the other side of the dinner table, and they are enjoying a late dinner because they slept through dinner time.
Scooby-Doo knocked them out.
Yeah. But we are going to talk about 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 14 through 18. I'm going to read a couple scriptures and then we'll get started with discussion. Now, 14 says, "Now I'm ready to visit you for the third time, and I will not be a burden to you, because what I want is not your possessions, but you. After all, children should not have to save up for their parents, but parents for their children. So I will very gladly spend for you everything I have and expend myself as well. If I love you more, will you love me less? Be that as it may, I have not been a burden to you, yet crafty fellow that I am, I caught you by trickery."
Several times through the 1 Corinthians and 2 Corinthians, the Apostle Paul referred to the Church of Corinth as his children and him as their father. And what he was pertaining to was their spiritual father. He led them into a relationship with Jesus Christ.
That's right.
You know, a natural parent births someone into this world, and we have responsibility for that child, to nurture them, for them to grow, for them to be on the right path, right? For them to be intelligent, to learn. Right. He had that responsibility spiritually for them.
Right.
And he felt that burden. And he said, you know what? I've never took anything from you. You've never been responsible for me in any way, meeting any of my needs, because me as your spiritual father, I've always wanted to provide for you.
That's right. He is fostering all these children of God in Corinth. He is being the foster parent and saying, okay, I want to be responsible for you. I want to make sure that you make it. You know, as a parent, Pete and I really desire for Jeremiah and Judah and Anna, who is coming up, for them to be better than us, for them to be better at everything, to be more successful in life, to be more successful in ministry, more loving, more kind, more vigilant, you know, smarter than we are, stronger than we are, healthier than we are. We want what is best. And the Apostle Paul is letting the people of Corinth know.
Spaghetti.
It's very good spaghetti. Wanting the people of Corinth to know that he is making every sacrifice that he possibly can to make sure that they are on the right path.
Right, and you know, and you think about that, and you feel the weight of that, because in the chapter before, Paul talked a lot about all the bad things he had to experience. Mm-hmm. And you know, and basically what he was saying was, I did that for you. I endured that for you. Because he wanted those individuals. He was all about leading people to Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
And he was willing to suffer himself. He was willing to give up his desires. He was willing to sacrifice for the people that he was ministering to. And that was the way he lived his life. And that's what he's trying to get across in this message here to them. He's trying to say, hey, look, I've never been about personal gain. I've never been about taking from you. I've always had your best interest in heart. And what I want is for you to have a lasting, loving relationship with Jesus Christ.
And if you're a parent, you have been in this situation before. You know what it's like to have a child reject your instruction, or a child not understand why the process is set forth as the parent to make this child better, to build up the character of this child, or to protect this child simply. And the Apostle Paul is just trying to prove his point there. And he doesn't just prove his point in words, but he proves his point in the actions and the deeds that he has, because he is not asking anything of them other than their faithfulness to God.
Right, and I think that we can learn a lot from this, in that we should be more loving and caring towards those that we minister to and minister with and minister around, our neighbors, our friends, our family. We should have this same desire for them. We should want them to have a better relationship with God than we do.
Right.
We should want that. We should be discipling people towards that.
That's right.
The boys are getting a little rowdy. Judah's done eating, so let's just call it a video. We want to encourage you that every day you do 4 things, right? We believe a disciple will do 4 things every day, and those things are, Shauna?
We want you to encounter God, to exalt God, to edify yourself with the reading of the Word, and to engage the world for Jesus. Until next time, may God bless you.
We love you.